Welcome to Drift Off and Discover, your calm place to unwind as we explore the history of the hairbrush. Before we begin, a brief note for your safety. Please do not listen to this wander through history while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you're somewhere you can relax safely and completely. There is something quietly reassuring about the simple act of brushing the hair. The slow movement, the soft sound of bristles passing through strands, the familiar rhythm that begins and ends so many days. It is a small ritual, yet it carries a sense of comfort that reaches far beyond its practical purpose. Tonight, we drift into the long, unhurried history of the hairbrush. An object so ordinary that it often goes unnoticed, yet its story stretches back thousands of years. Across ancient landscapes, through changing cultures, and into the routines of modern life, the hairbrush has travelled beside us, evolving gently as human habits and materials changed. As you settle in, allow the pace to slow. Let the soft imagery guide you. Imagine the textures, the quiet rooms, the simple tools shaped by careful hands. This is a story without urgency, a story that unfolds like a calm breath, a story meant to ease you toward rest. When you are ready, we begin. Long before the first crafted brush existed, early humans tended to their hair with whatever nature provided. Smooth stones, shells, and simple comb-like fragments of bone were used to tease out tangles. These early tools were not designed with decoration or luxury in mind. They were practical, shaped by necessity and softened by repeated use. Imagine a quiet morning thousands of years ago, a small settlement. The soft glow of early light. Someone sits near the entrance of a shelter, gently drawing a piece of polished bone through their hair. The motion is slow, almost meditative. The bone has been worn smooth by countless repetitions, its surface warm from the touch of hands. These earliest grooming tools were simple, but they marked the beginning of a long relationship between humans and the care of the hair. As communities grew and materials became more varied, the tools evolved. Fibers from plants were twisted into cords. Animal hair was bundled and tied. Wood was shaped into handles. Each small change brought the world a little closer to what we now recognize as the hairbrush. There was no rush in this evolution. It unfolded gradually, shaped by the rhythms of daily life. Grooming was a quiet act, a moment of stillness in a world that was often unpredictable. And in that stillness, the foundations of the hairbrush were laid. As ancient civilizations emerged, grooming tools became more refined. In Egypt, where personal care was woven into daily routines, early brushes were crafted with remarkable attention. Handles were carved from wood or ivory, and bristles were made from plant fibers or animal hair. Some were simple, while others were intricately decorated, reflecting the status of their owners. Picture a calm room in an Egyptian home. The air is warm. Light filters through woven screens. A brush rests on a low table, its handle smooth and cool. The bristles are arranged in neat rows, set into the wood with careful precision. It is both a tool and a small work of craftsmanship. In Mesopotamia, similar tools appeared. Archaeological finds reveal combs and early brush-like objects made from bone and wood. These items were valued not only for grooming, but also for symbolic purposes. Cleanliness and order were associated with dignity, and grooming tools played a quiet role in maintaining that sense of balance. Across the Mediterranean, early Greeks and later Romans also embraced grooming as part of daily life. Their tools varied in shape and material, but they shared a common purpose: to bring comfort, tidiness, and the sense of calm to the routines of the day. In these ancient worlds, the hairbrush was not yet the familiar object we know, but the idea of a tool designed to smooth, detangle, and care for the hair was firmly established. The foundations were set, and the story continued to unfold. In the classical world, grooming tools became more sophisticated. Greek artisans shaped wooden handles with gentle curves that fit comfortably in the hand. Roman craftsmen refined the arrangement of bristles, experimenting with different materials to create brushes that were both functional and pleasing to use. Imagine a quiet courtyard in ancient Rome. A gentle breeze moves through the air. A brush lies on a stone bench, its handle carved with subtle patterns. The bristles are made from natural fibres, arranged in small clusters. When drawn through the hair, the brush creates a soft, rhythmic sound, a soothing whisper that blends with the calm of the morning. Craftsmanship flourished during this period. Tools were shaped with care, polished until smooth, and sometimes decorated with simple motifs. The brush became more than a necessity. It became an object of comfort, a small luxury that added ease to daily life. As trade expanded, new materials became available. Hardwoods from distant regions, finer animal hairs, plant fibres with different textures. Each new material offered new possibilities, and the design of grooming tools continued to evolve. The classical world valued balance and harmony, and the hairbrush reflected those ideals. It was a tool shaped by human hands, designed to bring order to the natural flow of hair, a quiet companion in the routines of the day. The medieval period brought changes in daily life, but grooming remained a steady presence. Brushes were simpler than those of the classical world, often made from wood with bristles of animal hair. They were practical tools, used to maintain cleanliness and comfort in a time when personal care varied widely across regions and social groups. Picture a small wooden room in a medieval home. The air is cool. A brush rests on a shelf, its handle carved from local timber. The bristles are coarse but effective, bound tightly into the wood. When used, the brush creates a soft, steady sound, a gentle rasp that brings a sense of order to the morning routine. In wealthier households, brushes were sometimes more refined. Handles might be polished or lightly decorated. Bristles might be softer, arranged with greater care. But even the simplest brushes served an important purpose. They helped maintain comfort in a world where daily life could be unpredictable. As Europe moved toward the early modern period, grooming practices became more consistent. The idea of personal care as a daily ritual grew stronger, and the tools used for grooming began to reflect that shift. Brushes became more common, more accessible, and more varied in design. The hairbrush was slowly becoming a familiar presence in homes across the continent. A quiet tool that brought a moment of calm to the start and end of each day. The Renaissance brought renewed interest in beauty, self-care, and craftsmanship. As art and culture flourished, so too did the design of everyday objects. Brushes became more refined, shaped with greater attention to detail. Handles were carved with smooth curves. Bristles were arranged more evenly. Materials were chosen not only for function, but also for comfort. Imagine a softly lit room in a Renaissance home. A brush lies on a table beside a polished mirror. The handle is smooth, shaped from fine wood. The bristles are soft, arranged in neat rows. When drawn through the hair, the brush glides gently, creating a soothing sensation that reflects the renewed appreciation for personal care. Craft guilds played a role in improving the quality of grooming tools. Artisans specialized in shaping wood, setting bristles, and creating tools that were both practical and pleasing to use. The brush became a small expression of the era's broader interest in refinement and beauty. As trade expanded, new materials became available. Exotic woods, softer animal hairs, decorative elements that added subtle elegance. Brushes were no longer just tools. They were small works of craftsmanship that reflected the values of the time. The Renaissance marked a turning point. The hairbrush was becoming a more recognizable object, shaped by both tradition and innovation. A tool designed to bring comfort, ease, and a sense of calm to daily life. By the 17th and 18th centuries, the hairbrush had become a familiar presence in many homes. Designs varied widely, but the basic form was becoming standard. A handle, a head, and rows of bristles arranged to smooth and detangle the hair. Picture a quiet bedroom in the early morning. A brush rests on a wooden dressing table. The handle is polished from years of use. The bristles are slightly uneven, set into the wood by hand. When lifted, the brush feels warm and familiar, shaped by countless moments of gentle grooming. During this period, brushes were often made by hand. Artisans drilled small holes into wooden heads and set bristles individually or in small bundles. The process was slow but precise, resulting in tools that were durable and comfortable to use. As personal grooming became more widely practiced, brushes became more accessible. They were no longer limited to the wealthy. Simpler versions were available to households across Europe and beyond. The brush became a quiet companion in daily routines, a tool that brought comfort and order to the start and end of each day. The 18th century also saw the rise of early luxury brushes. Some were decorated with silver or mother of pearl. Others were crafted from fine woods and set with soft bristles. These brushes reflected the growing interest in personal appearance and the desire for tools that combined function with beauty. The hairbrush was becoming a staple, a familiar object that bridged practicality and comfort. The Industrial Revolution transformed the world of manufacturing, and the hairbrush was no exception. New machinery made it possible to produce brushes more quickly and consistently. Bristle setting machines replaced much of the slow manual work. Handles could be shaped with greater precision. Materials became more varied and more affordable. Imagine a workshop in the 19th century. The air is filled with the soft hum of machinery. Wooden handles move along a line, shaped by rotating blades. Bristles are cut, sorted, and set into place with mechanical precision. The process is efficient, but the result remains familiar. A brush designed to bring comfort to daily routines. Mass production made brushes widely available. People from all backgrounds could now own grooming tools that were once considered luxuries. The variety of designs expanded. Some brushes were simple and practical. Others were ornate, designed for dressing tables and travel cases. New materials also emerged: hard rubber, early plastics, metal pins. These innovations allowed for different textures and purposes. Brushes could be designed for detangling, smoothing, or adding shine. The hairbrush was becoming a more specialized tool, shaped by both tradition and technology. Despite these changes, the essence of the brush remained the same. It was still a tool meant to bring ease, comfort, and a sense of calm to the routines of the day. The 20th century brought a wave of innovation in materials and design. Plastics became widely used, allowing brushes to be produced in new shapes, colours, and styles. Handles could be moulded into ergonomic forms. Bristles could be made from nylon, offering durability and flexibility. Picture a quiet bathroom in the mid-20th century. A brightly coloured brush rests beside a mirror. The handle is smooth and lightweight. The bristles are evenly spaced, designed to glide through the hair with ease. The brush feels familiar, comforting, and distinctly modern. As the century progressed, brushes became more specialized. Paddle brushes for smoothing, round brushes for styling, vent brushes for faster drying. Each design served a different purpose, reflecting the growing interest in hair care and personal expression. Advertising and popular culture also played a role. Brushes were marketed as essential tools for maintaining healthy, shiny hair. They became part of daily routines across the world, used in quiet moments of preparation and reflection. Despite the variety of designs, the brush remained a simple, reassuring object. A tool that brought a sense of order to the day. A moment of calm in a world that was becoming increasingly fast-paced. As understanding of hair and scalp health grew, brushing became recognized not only as a grooming practice, but also as a form of gentle care. Bristles help distribute natural oils from the scalp along the length of the hair. The motion stimulates circulation. The process can be soothing, creating a sense of relaxation. Imagine the soft sound of bristles moving through hair, a quiet, rhythmic whisper. The gentle pull at the roots, the smooth glide along the strands. Each stroke brings a subtle sense of ease, a moment of calm that settles the mind. Different bristle types offer different sensations. Natural bristles create a soft, smoothing effect. Nylon bristles glide easily and help detangle. Mixed bristles combine the benefits of both. The choice of brush can shape the experience, but the underlying purpose remains the same: to bring comfort and care to the hair and scalp. Brushing became part of daily routines, not only for appearance, but also for well-being. A small ritual that offered a moment of stillness. A way to begin or end the day with a sense of quiet. Today, the hairbrush exists in countless forms. Paddle brushes with wide surfaces, detangling brushes with flexible bristles, round brushes for styling, vent brushes for drying. Each design serves a purpose, shaped by decades of innovation and centuries of tradition. Picture a modern dressing table. A brush rests beside a mirror, its handle smooth and familiar. The bristles are arranged with precision, designed to glide gently through the hair. The brush feels balanced in the hand, shaped by generations of refinement. Materials continue to evolve. Silicone, flexible polymers, sustainable woods, recycled plastics. Each new material offers new possibilities, but the essence of the brush remains unchanged. It is still a tool of comfort, a tool of routine, a tool that brings a moment of calm to the day. The hairbrush has travelled a long path from simple bone tools to the modern designs we know. Yet through all its changes, it has remained a quiet companion, a small object that brings ease, order, and a sense of gentle care. Across the world, different cultures shape the hairbrush in their own quiet ways. Some favoured wide wooden combs carved with care. Others used natural fibres, woven or bundled into gentle bristles. Each design reflected local materials, traditions, and the rhythms of daily life. Imagine these tools laid out together: smooth bamboo, polished horn, carved hardwood, soft plant fibres, each one telling a story of place and people. Though the shapes varied, the purpose remained the same: to soothe, to tidy, to prepare for the day with a moment of stillness. The brush became a universal gesture, shared across continents and centuries, connecting us through the simple act of caring for ourselves. In the modern world, the hairbrush has become sleek, light, and thoughtfully engineered. Some are designed to detangle gently. Others focus on shine, comfort, or scalp care. Materials have changed, but the intention remains familiar: to make grooming feel easy, soft, and unhurried. Picture a quiet bathroom with soft, natural light, a single modern brush resting on a smooth surface. Its lines are simple, its colours calm. It waits for the same small ritual humans have performed for thousands of years. A slow stroke through the hair, a breath, a moment to settle the mind. Even now, in a world full of noise and speed, the hairbrush offers a pause, a reminder that care can be simple, that comfort can be found in the smallest movements, and that some rituals stay with us, gently, across time. As the story comes to a close, allow the calm to linger. The history of the hairbrush is a story of slow evolution, shaped by human hands across thousands of years. A story of comfort, routine, and the small rituals that bring ease to daily life. Let the imagery settle softly in your mind. The smooth handles, the gentle bristles, the quiet rooms where people have brushed their hair for generations. These moments of care connect us across time, reminding us that even the simplest objects carry long, gentle histories. As you drift toward rest, let the steady rhythm of this story stay with you. A calm companion, a soft breath, a quiet ending to the day. Sleep well. Simplest objects carry long, gentle histories. As you drift toward rest, let the steady rhythm of this story stay with you. A calm companion, a soft breath, a quiet ending to the day. Sleep well. Thank you so much for sharing this quiet moment with me. If you'd like more bedtime stories like this, then please subscribe now. And if there's a topic you'd love to hear as you drift off, let me know in the comments. Sleep well and be safe.